Yeah.
Sorry, can you just like? Okay.
Oh,
okay.
well.
Hello, Ireland. It is 1 minute past 9. The polls have just closed, and our special coverage of the Irish constitutional referendum starts right now. I'm your host, Dan Streibel, and this is this is Epic Noah, and together we're going to be bringing you the referendum results from WarnerMedia. So we're expecting the exit poll to be coming in any minute now. I think the exit. I think they're a bit late on it due to some technical issues. But for now, we can think about a hard-fought campaign, but with a lot of predictions for how it's going to go. We've obviously seen a lot of optimism for the pro-Republic side, and whatever happens this evening, it will be a very interesting result for everyone. All right. Okay. So the exit poll is coming in. We appear to have 68.1% in favour of the Constitution, and we have approximately 32% in favour of the against the Constitution. That is what the exit poll is predicting. 68% in favour, 32% against. Yeah, I mean, does Noah want to?
Yeah, sorry about that. So first of all, obviously, of course, as you know, exit poll, it was very interesting. So basically, as known, Ireland votes in favour of Republic. I think that's very interesting, if I'm not going to lie here. It was hard-fought campaign, like you said, and obviously it's turned out with Ireland going into a republic. It will no longer be the Irish Free State. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it'll also be really interesting to see what happens when it comes to presidential elections, when the first lot will be held, and of course we here at WarnerMedia will be covering those for you. Of course, the new constitution provides for a public election system, and that means more content for Warner. So yes.
And it's going to be also interesting to see that a republic is because we've been a free state for I don't know how long, like a long time, and now that we've suddenly transitioned to a republic, that's going to be interesting to see in terms of
I think the main difference will be dependent on whether or not Connor is going to run for the presidency.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but presidential elections, that's also going to be another thing. That's another thing that's interesting as well, because we've had
this shakes everything up, and if it results in a new face at the top of Ireland, then that will be interesting. And if it results in a in someone
In the
new
Republic,
coming along?
Yeah. So I think without further ado, we're going to go to interviews. So the first one we have is Dinar Heathcote.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll go over
If
to
you
him.
can teleport him up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hello, Dean. How are you doing?
Oh, hello. I assume I'm meant to come on stage at this point.
Yep.
Yep.
1 second. Sorry, after my premiership, my legs have gotten quite weak. Just give me a minute.
Yes, I think we pretty much know that.
Yeah.
Hello, Dean.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you too, mate. So first of all, what do you think of the exit poll results as it's just come in?
I haven't actually seen the exit poll. I'm going to be quite honest.
Basically,
68.
I don't even know the
68
result.
for, 32 against.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's a given that that Ireland's going to become a republic. I think it's going to happen. It's been predicted for a while. There's a lot of support for it. It just makes sense, really.
And why did you personally advocate for a republic? What made it so convincing for Ireland to switch to a republic?
I think it makes sense, honestly, for Ireland to be a republic. And something I'd say to people is, I'm a British monarchist. I support the monarchy in Britain. But in Ireland, I think a republic suits it best. It suits the culture, and Ireland has had a long history of being tied to the UK. And I think it having more independence is ultimately a good thing. And also, in terms of foreign affairs, it is just better. I know the Neil campaign was saying that apparently becoming a republic would destroy all of Ireland's ties with all of its allies, which is just, no, that's not what would happen. I think, if anything, it would prove Ireland's independence and sovereignty, which is something very important to the Irish people. So yes, that's what made it so convincing for me.
Yeah, I guess so. And there's a lot of people also in favour of becoming a republic. Do you think that that the campaign's been well fought hard, or do you think there could have been some improvements?
I think the debate could have gone better. I've heard that went a bit chaotic and the organisation wasn't done very well.
I wasn't even there, so I don't know what exactly happened.
Neither do I know.
That's a shot.
not the only
shot
one who
across the
doesn't go
bows
to much
to our
events.
producers.
Yeah, I don't think many people go to debates because debates are just dead. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm used to VC debates. Honestly, I've done 5 of them in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. I used to do one, and oh my god, I was a squeaker back then. Anyway,
make the court centre a court again. #
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, Dan, do you have any questions?
The only question I have for you now actually is: are you surprised at the margin? I mean, our exit poll is predicting 68% in favour, 32% against. Did you think it'd be tighter than that? Or do you think this is about as you expected?
I think it's about as expected. I would have expected, I think, a little bit more for Republic, like maybe 70s, low 70s. But it's a good result either way, I think, and it's a clear result. It's not like Brexit or anything. It's like 52-48. So.
Brexit means Brexit.
Hell yes.
All right. Whatever that means.
Yeah. You need to learn English if you don't know what all right means. Anyway. So, yeah. And are you satisfied with the result?
If this is what the result was going to be, then yes, I'd be satisfied with it. I mean, it leads to a republic, and I would be very happy, personally, to be campaign staff for Conor Novak's inevitable run for president.
Yeah, and we were just speaking about the changes to Ireland, including presidential elections. Do you think that would make that will make Ireland more interesting in terms of its elections, about who the head of state is and stuff like that?
I think it will give Ireland a character internationally, I think. Obviously, we've got, right now, Ireland has the king as the head of state, which I think that's good and all, but having an elected president, someone that the Irish people can have faith in despite party politics and all that, I think that's just a great thing to have. And I know there's, in the past, I know the argument for the Neil campaign was that it would lead to chaos, but I think it would lead to relative stability, really. Conor Novak's given the assurance that it will be a tough procedure to run for president. and I have faith in that really. And if Conor Novak becomes president, which is my prediction, in the ensuing election, then I think the figurehead of Ireland will have a face to it. It will have a character, and it'll be a unifying figure. So I think I'm very excited for that personally.
Yeah, that's very good.
I cannot
Dan?
wait for the Conor Novak Miggledy memes, but yeah, no.
I can't wait either.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That'll be very interesting presidential debate. Oh my god, who would actually win
Who
that
would
debate?
have the balls to run against Conor?
Thomas
I don't think any of-
Callaway.
I think
That is
only
if Conor runs.
I think only his haters would run against him, and they will
Yeah.
probably flop massively because Connor is literally.
Will they
superior
even
to the
get
rest of us.
nominated? Because in the
Probably not.
new electoral system, you have to have 7 nominations from members of the Erectus, which limits the number of candidates to 4. So, you've got to already be quite a popular figure in order to get those 7 signed nominations.
Yeah.
And of course, WarnerMedia will be tracking the nominations process throughout running into the next election. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no more questions from us, I guess.
Yeah.
Dean, thank you very much for coming on. And yeah, let's see how the rest of the night goes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get Margaret to bring my wheelchair now. That's what I need.
Yes, please do, because you can't walk. Anyway.
Indeed.
Okay, anyway, so just a reminder that you can get involved in the stream by using the hashtag down below, Ireland Decides RX. How about we get it trending again, like one of the UK election hashtags got trending? If we could do that, that'd be funny if that happened. Anyway. So, yeah, so I believe that Ireland will have a very interesting very interesting future. Do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you now that it's an almost complete certainty that Conor Novak will run and win. Run for and win the first presidential election.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of support behind Conor because
I'm hearing
I guess everybody just likes him.
Yeah, I'm hearing from from some people I know that are quite close to him who've sort of privately said that he's probably going to run. Who wouldn't want to take advantage of that size of mandate?
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of support. Might as well run while you still have that support before you lose it.
Yeah. Do I think he would serve out a full 7-month term? That I'm not so sure about. So we might be covering multiple elections in the next few months.
Yeah, I don't think. I think a 7-month term is just too long. Not even going to joke. But
well, I mean, I think it's perfectly long enough for someone who is coming into being the head of state for the first time and who hasn't already been the head of state for like 12 months already. I think 14 months total, 2 terms, is a perfectly reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
But I don't think that Conor will serve a full 7-month term on top of his, just over 12 months as Sean. So, yeah.
Okay, yes, and just as we were speaking just now, we've got a tweet from Mr. President Whitaker. Everyone say, "Con Novak run for president of the island, whatever that is, Republica." But what about the jalapeno? Tom Whitaker for president.
Okay.
Yes, that is a very interesting tweet there from Mr. Whitaker. Thank you for your input. Not like we asked for it. I don't think.
Presidential tweet, huh?
Yeah. Presidential tweet equal superior over anything else. Better. It's better than real life. Roblox equals no. Roblox is better than real life, kids. And I'm joking. Anyway, so I guess we're going to go to our next interview now, which is with Nicholas Crawshaw. Can someone drag him in?
Yeah.
Can someone drag that? There we go. Okay, so Nicholas, can you come on up?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the show. First of all, What's your opinion on the exit poll results?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me on. It's great to be here. Looking at the exit poll results, it is slightly disappointing for the Neil campaign, but I think we'll just have to wait and see what the final results will be, and we'll see what the next step forward is from there on. Then, really, yes, it is disappointing for our side.
Yeah, because but to lose by like such a far mileage, like a big percentage, of course, will be disappointing. I'm just going to ask you a similar question to what I asked Dean. What made you so convinced about Ireland staying as the free state and not turning into a republic? What made it convincing for Ireland to stay as a free state?
Well, I suppose as someone who's part of the Ireland community for such a long time, I've seen its ups and downs through the past number of years. And as the whole campaign, as I've been pushing, that the prosperity and growth Ireland is seen as a free state is what has got me to vote Neil, what has gotten me to support the Neil campaign, and which has gotten other former presidents of the Republic and former Taoiseachs of the Republic to support the Neil campaign. It's about continuing Ireland's growth, and we just feel that it is best for Ireland to remain a part of, to remain a dominion and remain a free state, to keep its close relationship with the UK and to remain within the Commonwealth.
And I'm just going to mention another tweet by Mr. Tom Whitaker. Wendell, wow, pay for my chemotherapy. No, I will not pay for your chemotherapy. You can pay that for yourself.
No.
Ireland will not pay such ridiculous funds. Anyway, you can see your tweet on the tweet on your screen now. Anyway, my next question really is: what do you think about Ireland's future? Do you think it will be a positive future or be a negative one? What's your opinion of the future on Ireland?
Well, again, it'll all depend very much on the final result. But we'll say if we're looking at it being a tall result, being a yes result, it'll very much depend on the next. If it is a tall result, I just want to say that again. If it is a tall result, it'll very much depend on who the president will be and what that type of presidency will hold for Ireland. Of course, I hope even if it is a tall result that Ireland will continue to be prosperous and it will continue to grow as we go forward as a nation together. No matter what the result, we will remain an Irish nation, one people. So it's just looking really, once this referendum is over, it'll be looking towards what's next, and what next may very well be a presidential election, and that'll hold more what the future will be looking like.
Yeah, I'm just
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep mentioning tweets throughout the night as they come in. But so I've got two tweets from Mr. Arthur Brogan. First one saying Conor Novak for President Nepta and shit. That is gibberish. I'm not going to read that. And second, is it just me or does Noah's mic make it sound like a small ferret crawled down his throat and started slashing? I've had a lot of complaints about my mic. I will not lie, but I just can't be asked to fix it because I'm just a lazy bastard. So of course I will not fix it. So you're gonna have to cope with my shit mic. Anyway.
Can I just make a small point about something you brought up earlier on about the possibility of those who might run for the presidency?
Yeah, go ahead.
Within the new constitution, it does say that within the new constitution, it lays claim to the previous Ireland from 2013 onwards. So while it might be difficult for those to get nominations within the Dáil, technically the constitution recognises previous presidents. And as such, it could open the possibility of previous presidents nominating themselves, which of course is within the right of the Constitution if it is passed.
And I'm going to mention another tweet. Tom J. Whitaker says it wouldn't be the stupidest thing I've ever done. Alongside a campaign photo of I guess he's announcing his run for president of the potential Republic of Ireland. Anyway, Dan, do you have any questions?
No. It's actually one thing. I asked this to Dean. Did you expect it to be anything other than this vast majority for a republic? I mean, were you sort of what were you expecting, and how different was it to the result that we've had on the exit poll?
Well, personally, I did feel that it would be a tight race. I did think it would be tighter than what the exit polls are suggesting. Like I don't know what the sample size of the exit polls are, so I don't know what that is in comparison to actually how many people would have voted. But I am hoping that it will be. I'm still confident in a way about the Neil campaign and its prospects. Of course, I am hoping that they done somewhat well, because in another exit poll I've seen that some people have only prescribed giving 16% of a. Which I know your ones is giving a lot better, but it is very sad to see in my own right, and like as I know, I knew it to be an uphill battle from the start. It's a lot easier to sell a republic, something new, something fresh to people, really, rather than staying with the status quo. I knew it would be a difficult battle, but that's why I was just so vocal in the last number of days, trying to get out there and just on Twitter and in the
Exactly.
discussion thing, and just trying to get out there and give the Neil campaign. Again, it has been great to get questions from people as well. I'm just wondering, because a lot of people in the community don't know what it was like under Republic. A lot of people have only joined in the last year or so, and they just don't know what it was like living in Ireland, which was a republic.
I'm just going to mention another tweet now, because, as known, I am a Twitter addict. Brandon HH02, also I think part of the Neil campaign, says Neil is going to win big. The exit poll is garbage. Well, if you're claiming election fraud, then you are a bit of a loser. Anyway, I got that's a lot of other tweets. If Tom runs, Arthur Brogan says, if Tom. Arthur Brogan says, if Tom runs for president, I will actually cream. Actually, I'll just mention this later. Yeah, I've got no more questions. Dan,
me neither.
Yeah, so Nicholas, without further ado, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, we wish you best of luck in the rest of this referendum, I guess.
Yeah. So
yeah, with that being said, we're going to move to tweets. Like I said, so if Arthur Brogan says, if Tom runs for president, I will actually cream. Remind that you can get involved using hashtag IrelandDecidesRx. Chief Saint Michael says, I have a question. Can you see this? Also, how will IDF feel about Irish Republic? Dan, I guess your IDF chief
the
of staff.
IDF has no political opinions. We will continue to serve whoever the head of state of the Irish Republic is.
I guess so. And Barry Ashton, who came onto the show just a little while ago, says, the game was rigged from the start. Ashton for president. Where's your Munster Republic now, Nicholas? Chief St. Michael has said, INLA has started to deal tractors. That's
interesting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we've got our producer here just asking if he can buy one. But
yes. On your screen, I don't know why. Oh, WarnerMedia. The official WarnerMedia Twitter account has just posted a picture of someone crying, I believe. And Arthur Brogan says, when Noah says my name, I find it so hot. How about I stop mentioning your name then, you stupid fool?
It's just a Brogan.
And by the way, to the producer, you're streaming Twitter. Now, there we go. Okay, as we were saying. Yeah. So, before we move on to the next part, so I guess we've had interviews from both the Neil and the Tar campaigns. Mm-hmm. I guess them two campaigns both have very different opinions.
They do, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out afterwards. Obviously, some people I'm sort of semi-satirically claiming voter fraud before they've even seen the referendum results. But yeah.
Two more tweets have come in. Schwacker says, vote Schwacker for leader of Blue Man Group. No, we will not vote for you. You are a loser. No, I'm joking. I would never bully people. I'm just too kind. Anyway, Arthur Brogan says, "Please stop saying my name now. I'm sorry, Arthur Barragan for president." No.
What was that about Arthur Brogan? Sorry,
He
I forgot what he
tweeted
said.
saying, please don't stop saying my name now. I'm sorry, Arthur Barragan for president."
Oh, I see.
You need to go back to primary school because clearly you don't know how to spell Arthur.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
That
guess
being said, I think we need to move on to our next segment.
yes. So
Joe.ie reporter Killian Fitzgerald went out in Middletown today and has talked to the leader of one of the many so-called freedom fighters advocating for Ireland to become a republic.
So yeah, we'll move on
So
to that.
how have
See you in a
you
bit.
personally voted in this referendum?
Obviously for the Republic.
Very instant answer there. So I presume you're quite proud of how you voted?
Oh, definitely. And I feel like every single Irishman that voted yes on that ballot should be proud of their decision, as their decision may help change history.
In what way do you think it'll change history?
Well, to change history, we must first go back into history.
How so?
1916, for example, when our great grandfathers finally told the British, "We are done with your abusement of our people." Sadly, they lost, but we will remember the 13 leaders that have been executed.
How
But
do you think that has occurred in Ireland, realistically?
can you repeat the question? Sorry.
With regards to British oppression, how do you think that has occurred in association to Ireland nowadays?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are we a domain? Are we loyal to the crown?
We are, yeah.
Well, in that case, we're not Irish. We're loyalists.
So you
We're
believe
loyal
our
to the crown.
identity lies further than that?
I believe once we go into the Republic and once again say to Britain, we are Irish, we are independent, we do not need to listen to the crown or you. I believe once we do that, it will be pretty much like dominoes. Soon, we're independent, we're a republic. The next thing you know, we'll be one unified country again.
So you think a republic would eventually lead to a united Ireland?
Yes. The more and
Alright.
more we step our foot down against their abusements against our people, the more and more we become one fully unified nation.
How do you think this will affect us on the world stage?
Respect. We will definitely gain respect for our movements, for our goals, and in the way that we peacefully slammed our foot down.
And lastly, what result are you expecting from this referendum?
Honestly, I cannot tell you. I don't really know what's happening in the future, but I can say the future is definitely looking green.
Alright, okay. Well, thank you so much for that interview, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, starting off, how did you personally vote in this Republic and Dominion referendum?
I mean, being a Republican Party, I mean, it's quite obvious that we'd vote for Republic. I mean, the Dominion system has gone on today, to be honest, and I think we need progression. I think progression is what most people want, Republican or Loyalist. I think most Loyalists are more affiliated with the Commonwealth than on keeping Ireland a Republic or not. Think keeping Ireland a Dominion or not. I think they actually don't really care for a Republic. I think they more care about the fact that we remain in the Commonwealth, which I wholeheartedly support being in the Commonwealth. So, yeah, BC, of course, I voted yes in this referendum.
Okay. What result do you think we can actually expect from the end of the evening?
I feel we can expect a Republican majority, to be honest. I mean, the new campaign has gained support. I mean, over the past few days, surprisingly, they've gone up in the polls, but I still feel that we will win by at least like a 65% margin in this referendum.
Interesting, right, okay. How do you think this will benefit Ireland, if at all?
I think. Wait, Kyle, did you say Republic or?
Yeah, if we are made a republic, how do you think this will benefit Ireland?
I think if we're benefit the Republic, I think we'll have a more democratic process of electing our head of state. I mean, the current Governor General is not a part of the head of state. I'm sorry, is not an elected head of state, and I think that is absolutely bogus that we don't have an elected head of state. Now, I feel in the same time it'll give us more control over our own destiny and our own foreign policy, which has always strictly been British, and we've always strictly followed the British when it comes to foreign policy. Maybe not when it comes to the UN, but really when it comes to everything else, we've been quite close with the British. I think it is time to go away from that direction to a more pro-European direction. So yeah, I think the Republic gives the added benefit of controlling of foreign affairs and just in general a greater freedom for everyone, to choose, what path we should go forward without the limitation of the monarchy.
Okay, interesting to hear. And last, was this the result you expected when the campaign first started?
Um, I think honestly it is the result I am expecting because most people seem to be absolutely fine with the Republic. I think anytime if this referendum was done earlier, it would have not passed at all. I think purely just because we were not at the proper state of progress and not at the proper state of stability. This stability has ever since improved in a very great manner. Um, so I do expect a good results, and I do think this will pass undoubtedly. If I'm somehow wrong in this, then I will actually be very, very surprised to see if this referendum actually fails. And I don't think it will, but if it does, yeah, I'd be surprised if it did. But yep.
I get you, and I hate to add on length, but I'm actually interested to hear this one. A lot of people, are excited about the upcoming election and how this referendum will affect its results. So a lot of people want to know this. Would you, because of the Social Democrat Taoiseach calling this referendum, would that mean you'd be more open to entering government with the Social Democrats in future?
No, I don't share any common beliefs with the Social Democrats. Fianna Fáil is more of a fiscally conservative party. We're more non-interventionist, we're more pro-Europeanist, which is the Social Democrats. Still, now we consider, while they consider themselves neutral, I feel they more lean towards the loyalist side. So I don't
Right.
plan to work with them. I just think they're an establishment party at this point. But I do appreciate the fact they did bring up a referendum. Even though I was already working on a referendum, but anyways.
Right, I getcha. Well, thank you so much for spending some of your time here in a very much unnamed shop with WarnerMedia. And yeah, that's all really we have to ask you. Thanks for coming.
Right, thank you.
Okay, welcome back. So as you can see, you've heard all sides. Now I've got some more tweets to read actually, so let's get to that before we move on to Connor, I believe. So Arthur Brogan says, "I am dyslexic. You are offending me." No, well, Arthur Brogan, I do not care about your mental health. You can fuck off. Chief St. Michael showed a picture of his finest models of his tractors. They do actually look sexy. Not gonna lie. Biorac, or however you say that, is saying, "Watching from afar. I'm kind of creeped out. Biorac, can you please leave?" The Dorothy Roblox, they are a trusty news source. You should totally go and hit them up. Look at their news. Read more about them. Conor Novak U-turns on president after Riley John 02 announces candidacy. Riley John 02, you are a legend. You are absolute beast. Riley John 02 has my complete and total endorsement. Dinar Heathcote.
Same here. I will give military backing to the Riley John campaign.
Exactly. Oh wait, IDF is not supposed to participate in political.
Sorry. Ignore that. Disregard.
We've just seen bias from the IDF chief of staff. That is disgraceful. Anyway, Dinar Heathcote says Novak wins either way. Yes, he kind of does. The First Minister of Northern Ireland says, "As the First Minister of Northern Ireland, I can confidently state that no matter the outcome, we will always treat our brothers and sisters on the South with respect and dignity. Relations between Ireland and Northern Ireland have always been prosperous and peaceful, and nothing can change that." Arthur Brogan says, "Who is that terrorist? Man's chatting so much shit. You're not Irish, you're from Ohio. Guess what? Imagine being American. Imagine being American in 2021. And Brandon HH02 says, "Everyone who voted Tar should be ashamed of themselves for siding with the cause of terrorists."
Yikes. What else can I say?
Sorry about that.
Oh no. All right.
About that, I'm back. So Schwacker says, "Well done to those who have appeared for interviews, Republican or otherwise, shows some balls. Ireland decides RX." Dorothy says, Tarnished announced his new IRA girlfriend after a couple spotted on date. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Daddy Novak for president, and Sean's actually so cool. Sean for president. Yes. Anyway. So yeah, we've heard both interviews from both sides. Dan, what do you think?
Well, in terms of the overall referendum, my thoughts are the same. I think you're going to see a big majority for a republic. We've had the exit poll. It's going to be disappointing to many supporters of the Neil campaign. But that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
The
Sorry about that. Joe IE says, "Shut the fuck up, Noah." Well, guess what? You are fake news, Joe, and you deserve to shut down because you are absolutely disgraceful. Anyway.
whoa, that's owned by our parent company.
Now we got. Can someone bring more tweets?
Yeah. So just currently waiting for the final. Oh, hang on, sorry, we've got more tweets. At Senator Vicky.
She says
hashtag
Victoria
Islands
E. Wright was
decides.
a better T-shirt over Sequatic.
Yeah.
Questionable.
That's interesting. Barry Ashton, Corhub, tweets, "Corruption runs deep, presenters are biased. IDF already calling it a republic. Conor Novak stole my wheelchair and locked me in the attic. This is a call for help." The fire brigade will be there soon. Sir Gustav Rhodes, hashtag Ireland decides RX. "No matter what happens, I shall collapse the government. That is a Gustav promise. What can I say? This is what I do." And finally, Schwacker is saying, "I hate fake news and Huns." Hashtag Ireland decides RX. I think now we've got another interview. Oh, hang on. Sorry, we've got an announcement from the producer, Dan F. Breaking news. He is actually going to be buying a tractor from the INLA's tractor shop. This just in. However, we have got rumours that the first declarations might be starting to come in.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
All right, I think we have the first results coming in, and they are coming in from Dublin. I've been informed by sources at the Electoral Commission that Dublin has come in. There've been turnout 15 votes, and 11 have been against a republic, and 4 have been in favour. This just in. Declaration of Dublin.
What's your opinion on it, Dan?
As expected. Dublin has been known to be quite a loyalist sort of place. It's I don't think it spells the end for the TAR campaign. This is going to be one of the major places where the nil campaign pick up votes. I think it's going to be the only area where they get a big majority. So we'll see. The area.
We shall indeed, yeah.
So yes. Shall we continue with some more tweets? I mean, we've just had an interesting one come in from the Dorothy. Irish Space Agency invites British government to space to show post-referendum diplomacy. Blows up rocket. And again, we have Connor Novak tweeting out. Looking for work XX, good at schooling and being a Nobel Prize winner. Hashtag Island Decides RX. So, yeah. Oh, and we have more results coming in from Longford. There have been 3 spoiled ballots. 4 TAR, 1-0.
One tweet from Shraka says, I believe that once a republic is declared, that there should be celebrations all over Ireland. The Sinn Féin will host celebrations for the people. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Maybe we'll be seeing some more marches.
Okay, speaking of which, we got the UK Prime Minister. So can someone bring him on?
Oh yeah, bring him on. Hello.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Prime Minister. Can you come on up? If you're in game.
I'm not in game, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
All right, so you'll
Dan,
be joining
kick
us over Zoom.
Dan, kick us off.
Okay, so obviously, as the Prime Minister of the UK, you do have a bit of skin in the game. I mean, what's been your overall opinion on the referendum? Thus far.
I've not had a massive problem with it. Obviously, democracy is most important part. Regardless of the result, Ireland remains a key part of the Commonwealth. Obviously, I'd rather them remain Dominion, but regardless of the result, the United Kingdom will continue to have close ties with Ireland.
Fantastic. So, I mean, generally, what were you personally predicting? I mean, were you thinking that it'll be a vast majority in favour of Republic, or it'll be a close run thing? I mean, obviously you've had to put some thought into this. Yeah, what's your overall thought?
Quite mixed feelings, to be honest. I'm not going to try and pronounce any Irish words in case I make a fool of myself. But I think the Yes campaign did look a bit stronger. But you'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, at the moment we've got. Hang on, I'm just bringing up the results. Yeah, it's 8 TAR votes, 12 nil votes, and 3 spoiled ballots thus far. So there is a slight lead. However, we have just had Dublin, which skews the results. But yeah. I mean, Noah, do you want to ask anything?
Yeah, sure. My question really is, what was your personal preference? Do you think Ireland should have gone into a republic or stay as a free state?
Say again, sorry.
What would be your personal preference in terms of Ireland being whatever?
Well, I'd rather them stay as a Dominion, obviously, because United Kingdom close allies with Dominions. Not saying we don't have close allies anywhere else, but specifically within Dominions and Commonwealth nations. Personal preference, I don't mind. It's up to the Irish public, and that's what really matters.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
I think we're getting another declaration in.
Yes, and before that, we're going to have Dina Heathcote to read tweets.
Right. Okay.
Go on, Dean, take us away.
1 minute. I need to get up. Sorry, Margaret's had to wheel me all the way back here. 1 minute. I'm making my way. Making my way. Okay, I've made it. Hello, gentlemen. Right.
Hello. It appears. All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
I've made it. Hello. I shall now use this technology known as a phone to read some tweets. The first one comes from GB News. They were lovely during my term.
Oh dear.
Unban Steve R. Bruce and Tim Rurak from the Ireland server. Tom Whittaker will always be salty. Yeah, I like
That's
Steve and Tim.
That's a strong tweet.
It is. I think that's quite. I think it's quite threatening.
Hang on.
Ireland,
Sorry,
watch out.
we're gonna have to suspend this briefly, because we've got Louth, Carlo, and Kildare coming in, with 5 spoiled ballots, 10 tar votes, and 1 nil vote. So that is Louth, Carlo, and Kildare coming in, 5 spoiled, 10 tar, 1 nil, which brings the total up to 18 tar, 13 nil, and a total of 8 spoiled ballots. So we're getting quite a lot of spoiled ballots thus far. But continue, Dean. I'm just getting the declarations in.
Righty, the next tweet, let's scroll down a bit. Let's scroll up a little bit. This one's from Gustav Rhodes. I love Gustav. Everyone else disagrees with me on that. He says that former Taoiseach, that's some Chinese stuff there, loves the crown and wishes to state he is not an avid communist, despite this poster. It appears that Sequatic is Mao Zedong. This is news to me.
He's a Chinese spy, I'll tell you that.
That is interesting. Tsung. Very interesting. I mean, I think our collective social credit score has already gone up drastically from just showing this on stream. So, yeah.
Want me to continue?
Yeah, continue.
Alright, Senator Vicky has just come in saying, we're about to storm the no, I'm not going to make
Erectus.
it. Erectus. Hashtag MAGA. Connor, beware.
Well, that is also kind of interesting. I mean, we're getting some quite salty elements here. Oh no, okay. Sorry, we just had someone come on. They are being ejected by being sent to Brazil. But hang on.
No, that's just Margaret. She's oiling the wheelchair, I think.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry about that, Margaret. But yeah, any more tweets, Dean?
Yes, I'll do one more and then we can get back to the show. Okay, WarnerMedia has tweeted saying, someone help Noah. He's being held hostage for insulting Joe IE. That explains his disappearance.
Hang on. Sorry, we've got another declaration coming through. Galway, Wicklow, and Mayo. They've had 5 spoiled ballots, 12 tar votes, and 4 nil votes, which brings the overall total up to. Hang on, I've got to do some maths here. 13 spoiled. Hang on.
Don't worry, take your time. Get your calculator out. Give him a moment, guys. He's just getting his calculator. It'll take a moment.
Sorry, I had just a bit of an issue with that. But no, we've got a total of 30 tar votes, 17 against, and 13 spoiled.
Interesting. So who is currently in the lead?
It's the pro-Republic campaign.
Interesting. Seems they've taken the lead.
Yeah. Hang on, sorry. I mean, Noah, my co-host, seems to have just given up, almost.
He was kidnapped by Joe IE. He was kidnapped.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Right. So I guess we're gonna have to hold down the fort ourselves. but the declarations really are flowing in. We might have an interview coming in soon from US Marine Evan. I mean, we've just had him.
Want to tweet in the meantime?
Yeah, let's have some interviews. Sorry, some tweets.
Right, I'll do 2 tweets in the meantime. This one is from Ashton, and he has said, "The game was rigged from the start. Hashtag Ashton for president. Where's your Munster Republic now, Nicholas?" That's quite a threat right there.
That is, I mean, that is some serious talk there. But the question is, can he back it up?
I don't know. He's going to get them paramilitaries out. He might have Inler on side.
Oh God, we've got another tweet coming up.
Oh God, what's this one going to be? We got a lovely tweet here from Joseph. Am I allowed to read this out? Can I just quickly double check?
Read it out. Read it out.
Got a lovely tweet here from Joseph, and he has said, "Came on here on my porn account to say Ireland will be a republic." What a brave soul.
Oh, lovely. Oh, great.
Let's get an interview on, please. I'm gonna break.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Okay.
Who are we bringing on, Mr. Grippen?
I'm not sure now. I was.
Oh, where is Anti-Shot?
I think he's
Where is the
allergic to
government?
using.
Where are they? What are they saying? What's going on?
What are you?
Why
What
are
are
they
you
so
doing?
quiet? What am I doing on your business? Where's Anti-Shot?
He's allergic to using a microphone, but
Yeah.
All right, Ashton.
Well, go on.
Okay, that was an interesting greeting for a national television interview, but
Good evening. Thank you for
I'll
having
go
me
for it.
on.
Hang on,
Such
sorry.
short notice.
Yeah. So, what were you supporting throughout this campaign? What was your sort of ethos going into the referendum?
Oh man, we should stay at Dominion.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, hang on. I'm gonna have to stop you there. That's fascinating. But we've got another declaration coming in from Cork, Sligo, Roscommon, and Leitrim. They've had one spoiled ballot, Footer 3-0, which brings us up to 34 tar votes and 20 nil votes. It's looking like Ireland is going to become a republic.
Oh, is it? Thank fuck for that. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
It's probably fine.
It's
Alright.
it's about.
I mean,
nearly
oh
10
no,
o'clock,
oh
so-
no, what a shame.
Yeah, no. It's 63-37. I mean, do you think the nil campaign is going to catch that up in the remaining few
Oh
declarations?
yeah, of course, man. No.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, without a doubt, nil will win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, the game was rigged from the start.
Indeed.
Even if you win.
That's a quote from, yeah, man. Of course.
Damn, I mean, that's a risky game to play,
I
Ashton.
mean, have you played New Vegas recently?
I haven't, no.
Oh, I highly check it out. I
Alright.
recommend, rather, check it out.
Absolutely. All right. Sorry, we've got 10 out of 26 counties declared. We're currently waiting for more declarations. Dean, do you want to read some more tweets?
Only if you say please.
Please.
I shall. Let's go open this up. We've got another great tweet from Gustav Rhodes. He always tells the truth. It's all
dear.
a Novak deep state. Destroy the deep state for a free Ireland. Hashtag pick the pink. Hashtag Gustav's the man. Hashtag President G-man. I think that's
Long
two
live the
different
deep
people.
state.
Novite deep state. Damn, that is some interesting stuff there. But if Gustav doesn't endorse Conor Novak, I will actually be kind of surprised.
I
Wait,
would be
I
as
have a
surprised as
question
well.
for Anson Oscar. Connor,
Absolutely empty words. Sorry.
Connor, where are you?
Oh, hang on. Sorry.
What did it feel like to bring the British Empire?
I'm sorry. We've got another declaration coming through. Donegal, Monaghan, Cavan. We've got 2 spoiled, 5 tars, and 1-0, which brings our total up to 39 tar and 22-0, and a number of spoiled ballots.
Interesting.
Right.
I shall continue to read the tweets. That is,
we've
of
got
course,
50% of counties declared.
Yes. I should do another tweet. That is, of course, if I can. Okay. Joseph has just tweeted to us, the same one who's currently still using his porn account. Can I come on the show, please? Now, that probably has 2 different meanings in this context, and in both contexts is no.
Yeah, no. The second meaning, to do with the account, absolutely not. Depending on if we're short of people to join us on the stream, you might actually be able to speak on the stream. But yeah.
Yeah. There's a lovely tweet here, I think, from the Dorothy, which I am currently trying to find still because I've got butterfingers. Here we go. The Irish Space Agency invites the British government to space to show post-referendum diplomacy. Blows up rocket. Yeah, yeah, I can see that happening, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to draw your attention to a recent WarnerMedia tweet. I think it's in general in Warner Productions, but #Ireland decides we will pay Ham Ola to come on the next election stream. That is
interesting.
A bold promise right there. All right. I think we have more declarations coming through. Kerry, Clare, Tipperary, and Limerick. 2 spoiled, 6 tars, and 0 nil votes, which brings us up to hang on, let me just wait for the counter to tick up. Brings us up to 45 tar and 21 nil, and a certain amount of spoiled ballots. I can't remember how many, but yeah, keep on reading.
Mm-hmm. The next tweet comes from Brandon, who I believe was one of the leaders of the nil campaign. And he has tweeted saying, "How can we trust all these late arriving ballots? No was winning big, and then the fraudulent votes came in." Well, we'll have to hold the future president to account on that if the Republic campaign wins.
Well, that is an interesting take, and one which may be vindicated by the results of tonight. Alrighty. We're getting close to the moment where we will have. Well, we've got 17 of 26 counties declared. We're an hour into election night, and we're expecting some more imminent declarations. But now we are going to be handing over to the current head of state and potential future president, Conor Novak, at the Viceregal Lodge.
I stand McNovak.
Oh, hang on. I think we're having some technical issues there. We're not going to be going to Connor. I think there's been some internet issues at the Viceregal Lodge, but we're gonna.
It really is the Novak deep state that's doing all this.
It really is. I'm currently waiting for the next the declarations for the next 9 counties, but
Mm-hmm.
But let's just have a few more tweets, Dean.
Okay, we got another tweet here from Seamus O'Callaghan, and he has tweeted to us saying, "A day for all of us to remember. the 21st November, Republic Day.
Gamers.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm getting deported after this show, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, he is, of course, celebrating the what seems to be the victory of the tour campaign.
Yeah, yeah. And once again, we're waiting for a few more declarations. In Waterford, Kilkenny, and Wexford, we have 2 spoiled, 5 tours, and 2 nils come in, which brings us up to 50 tours and 23 nil votes and 20 counties declared. We're really getting close here, folks. It's not going to be much longer. But do you want to give us another couple of tweets, and I think we will have the rest of the counties in.
Indeed. We've got a lovely tweet here from Arthur Brogan, and he has come in saying, "What did they do to my boy Noah when he was kidnapped?" We said this earlier. He was kidnapped by Joe.
Yeah,
Whoever Joe is. I don't know who Joe is.
Joe Mama.
We've got another tweet from Joseph here, and he has said, "Tell Connor, Connor, I hope you're listening here, he should be hung Republican victory."
Yikes. I don't know if Connor is listening, but that is a big yikes. Anyway, I think we're having another result coming in. It's really getting down to the last couple of results now, but okay, we've got. Sorry, I'm just getting the thing through the auto queue. Final declaration. We are standing by for that after what has been, I mean, really quite a momentous evening for the TAR campaign, with 50 votes in favour and 23 against a Republic.
Mm-hmm. Got a final tweet here from Arthur, I believe, and he has said, "I don't know who Joe is, neither do I, but when I get my hands on him, he's not going to be around much longer. Well, I wish you luck in finding Joe."
Yeah, that is certainly something. I am, things are really kind of heating up here. I really don't want the Orectus to be stormed. My office is quite nice. The floor of the Sharnad.
I used to have quite a good office once, but I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, but that was because you were the UK Prime Minister, and
Good point.
Yeah, it's like the I used to rule the world thing. The
Yes.
Minecraft.
Do we have the final result in?
We've currently got a lot of technical issues. The people in. Oh, hang on. Sorry, we've just got the final declaration in Louth, West. I swear we've already had Louth, Westmeath, Meath, Offaly, Lars. 5 spoiled ballots, 12 tars, 6 nils, which brings our final total up to. It's currently updating, but that is 62 votes in favour of a republic and 23 votes against, with an undefined quantity of spoiled ballots, which means that the Republic campaign has won. Ireland's new constitution will be adopted, and with 68% approval. I think we will now actually be going over to Connor Novak at the Viceregal Lodge. So yeah.
what the potential of independence would be. It was his support that lent us our freedom, and I'm sure we would not have gotten it otherwise. Tonight I thank him for his service. But then, after our independence, began the process of establishing an Irish nation. We were certain it had to be authentic, and it would be. But what we were less certain about, however, was how people would respond to it. Thankfully, the response was just extraordinary. The early days of an independent Ireland led to Middletown and Glasgow exploding with activity, and inevitably produced the outstanding activity we have today. Ireland ranks at the head of the world once again, after 8 whole years. Now, as your Shanskil, I have put aside my own preferences to fulfill my duty to the people and to the state. Today will be no different. We're now a republic, and the work of state building becomes ensuring this transition does not harm our group. Right now, I wish to speak to Tá voters and Republicans directly. Firstly, Corgus. It's been a long-haul effort, and you are due your celebrations. Secondly, your perspectives now need to change. Do not for a moment forget that you are the majority now. The politics of opposition and resistance are over, and you must be the ones to build bridges, make concessions, and ensure our group is welcoming to the Loyalist community. You have won, congratulations, but our state is still shared and not yours alone. I also really implore you to think rationally and focus on preserving our nation, rather than losing it to the search of purity or preference as so many have before us. Our independence, activity, and future are by no means assured, and will absolutely never be, and we must be good stewards of it. Now, to Ireland as a whole, we mustn't forget to heed the warning of our predecessors. We must be cooperative and work with our peers now more than ever. The fate of this project lies in our ability to do so, and if we fail, we will simply join the cemetery of Ireland's past. I will do everything in my power to prevent this, and I call on you to do the same, and I know we will be successful. Now, the big part. It is now my privilege, as the head of state, the Governor General, to promulgate Bunreacht na Éireann into law and transfer my power of office to the Presidential Commission. May God assist our transition, and may our community grow stronger, our bonds forever tighten, and our hopes never fail us. Go raibh míle maith agat. Thank you 100,000 times over for the privilege of serving my country as your Shanskil. Rot Deirt. God bless you all.
Well, that was a powerful speech from the now former Chancellor of Ireland, Conor Novak. The powers and duties of his office have now been transferred to the Presidential Commission, and the Constitution has come into effect. This has been Ireland Decides. I'm Dan Stribel. This is Dean Heathcote, and Epic Noah was just kidnapped. And good night, Ireland.